Hello, YouTube followers. Um, Today is September 20th, 2015, and I celebrate my 1 year fit-versary. Even though on YouTube it says that my first video was October 1st, which that's when I started recording my progress, but September 20th was the first day I did my very first workout. And I'm probably going to get emotional throughout this video, so I apologize in advance and whatever, I'm going to be dramatic about it, so get over it. A year ago today, I had gotten a call a month before, so around, actually, no, a couple of months before. I got a call in July from my doctor. After months of not feeling well, I went in and honestly, I thought I was pregnant at the time. I'm not even gonna lie. Because I was having all these symptoms and I didn't know what it was. I mean, a part of me I felt like knew subconsciously what it was, but I just put it off for a while. And I went in and the doctor's like, "Sweetie, you're not pregnant. You are diabetic. And I give you 3 more years to live." Like, I've never seen anyone with your A1C at such a young age. So I was devastated when I got that call. I cried in my bathroom for like 3 hours, and then I had to go to work at the Kimmel Center. Shout out to my Kimmel family, Miss Ellen, Mia, for being there that first day I got that call. I was devastated. I couldn't even be at work, but they got me together, and they believed that I was gonna get my life together. Um, a few months after that call in July, I knew I needed to lose weight, but I still hadn't done anything about it. I really didn't. I even went home to Miami for like a week, and my family knew at that time I had diabetes, and I was still just eating what I wanted to eat. And it didn't really click till one day I started watching the show, which in every video I tell you guys, this is the show that like got me to say, you know what, I need to make a change. Extreme Weight Loss Makeover Audition. Um, I'm sorry, it's the other way around. Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition. Sorry, I just like had a brain fart. That show just really inspired me, and Chris Powell and Heidi Powell, like, you both just inspired me to dig really deep inside myself and ask myself questions as to why I was hurt and why I was eating and why I was abusing food the way I was. And admitting to myself that I had an eating problem was by far the best thing I could have done. A lot of people deny having an eating disorder or, eating issue. But I had to really admit that to myself. I had to admit to myself that I'm an emotional eater and I was abusing food. I really was. And so thank you, Chris and Heidi. That show just changed my life. It made me see like real people can go through a journey. And that's why I call this my weight loss journey, because of that show. They treat it as a 1 year journey, and every 3 months they would have to, well, it's one contestant, and so it's not even like a competition. That's why I love this show. Unlike The Biggest Loser, which is a show that I've always wanted to be a part of but didn't get picked, but it's okay because I lost the weight all by my damn self. um Unlike The Biggest Loser, where you're competing to just lose weight, this show is about you, about your personal story, your personal journey, and just fighting through demons to get to your goal. So after I saw that show, I reached out to one of my friends Um, and I'm gonna get emotional here, Chris McFadden. You changed my life. You really did. You were the first person to work out with me. And on that first day, I couldn't do anything. We did insanity program, and I could not do it. It was the fact that we were in a room full of mirrors, and I watched myself struggle. And that was heartbreaking to me because I saw my reality. My reality was right there, and I couldn't avoid it. So all I did was break down and cried. And Chris, you pushed me to keep going. You kept telling me, Shelby, it doesn't matter if you're not doing it perfectly, just get it done. And that first day, I felt like shit. But you pushed me, and I finished. It wasn't perfect at all. Not at all. But I finished. And that was the day, September 20th, 2014, that I said to myself, Shelby, you need to take your life back. You need to do this for you. Not about the numbers. It's not about anyone else. Fuck everything else in the past. All these men that hurt you. And I was eating food because of that. My last relationship really just made me gain all this weight. Meisner made me gain weight because I couldn't deal with my emotions. People not believing in me, like teachers my whole life telling me, hey, you're so talented, but you're never gonna get cast because you weigh this much. Or, hey, you will never book a Broadway show only if Precious becomes a musical. That's when you'll book a show. Which, side note about that, fuck you, Neil Tracy, and I'm saying it to the world, fuck you, Neil Tracy, for telling me that comment. Really, that was the most hurtful, humiliating thing anyone has ever said to me. And you know what? It's all good, because my time is coming, and it is here. On October 20th, I start rehearsals for Black Nativity at Theater Horizon, and I just want to say thank you, Theater Horizon, for giving me an opportunity. Even though I haven't met you yet, Ozzy Jones, thank you. I'm excited to work with you. So no, Neil Tracy, I didn't need to wait till Precious became a musical to get cast in a musical, okay? Now, back to what I was saying. A year ago, just my life changed, and it's the best thing I could have done for myself. The year was very crazy. A lot of people don't know a lot of things that happened in my year, but there was a lot of life events that only my friends know that could have put me back to 333 pounds or taken me back to abusing food the way I was. I was diagnosed with a tumor again. I had another personal thing happen, which I'm just not going to share because it's too personal. I had the fight with the insurance about gastric bypass. I was going to get gastric bypass, but then I decided not to. And I just want to comment on the gastric bypass. By no means do I bash people who've done gastric bypass. I actually think that they're braver for doing it. I actually chickened out because I just did not want to go through the whole after operation life. I really did not want to deal with that. Like, I had reached out to someone I know, Vicky Campa. And she really inspired me. First of all, her weight loss story was just amazing. She did get gastric bypass, but she just looks fucking great. and I'm always in touch with her. She has maintained the weight off, and she's just looks absolutely beautiful. And her and I had been, she was a person who kind of gave me an insight on gastric bypass, and she was real about like the after effects of the surgery with herself. And it made me just, and after I had gone to the surgeon for the gastric bypass, it just made me say I didn't want to, and I really wanted to try on my own. But I will say that I think either way, it's hard. Either doing it the natural way or doing it with gastric bypass. Gastric bypass is just a tool. So they cut your stomach in half, but you still have to put in work. But I feel more of a sense of, for myself, uh, of pride knowing that I fought and I sweated 100 pounds off my body. I think it's a different type of feeling. But nonetheless, I applaud anyone, whether you get surgery, whether you do it on your own, whether you use pills, whatever, Herbalife, whatever people do nowadays. As long as you make a lifestyle change, that's the most important thing. This year, I've inspired a lot of people, which is crazy because I just never found myself to be inspiring at all. And I get messages all the time. I got people following me from all over the world. I get messages from all over the world, from all over the states. And I just want to thank all my friends and family, teachers who've given me that support. And that was my issue before. I never reached out and asked for help. I just thought, hey, I'm a strong woman. I got this, but I didn't. So this year, not only do I thank Chris McFadden for that first workout, but I have to thank Kyle Segara from UArts for working out with me every single day for a month. Actually, for a couple months, because I didn't start personal training till like middle of November. But Kyle, even after I was doing personal training, you met with me, and sometimes it was just me and you. We were trying to get people to work out, but it just kind of flopped. But you committed to meeting with me and doing insanity, and you didn't have to. You did not have to. But you had my back. I want to thank my trainer, Brandon McElwee. Brandon, you have pushed me to the max. Sometimes I get annoyed and frustrated with you because you push me extra hard. But I know it's all out of love. It's all here. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you so much. I want to thank the Fit Club, Rick, Kenny. You both have been amazing, teaching me how to live a healthy lifestyle for the rest of my life. And if you're in Philadelphia or around Mount Airy, go check them out. Really. And listen, I come all the way from South Philadelphia to Mount Airy. I commute every day when I have training. Because I have 3 different memberships, gym memberships. But I commute from South Philly to Mount Airy, and it's an hour and 30 minutes of a commute. But I wouldn't have it any other way. So, Fit Club, thank you. I also want to thank other people that work at the Fit Club, like Naima, Faith, Halta. I haven't seen Halta in a minute, but Halta, her Zumba classes are fucking amazing. Thank you. Thank you, because you ladies just inspire me. Raya inspired me. Thank you. Just all you ladies at the Fit Club, trainers there, you're absolutely amazing. I also want to thank Logan Square Fitness. Dwayne, your Zumba classes are amazing, and I take them every Tuesday and Thursday. I also want to thank Ty from Logan Square and June just for being really great and being really motivational to me. And what else? I just have a lot of thank yous. This year was about me. It wasn't about anybody else. It was about finding love for me, being happy with Shelby. That's what this year was about. And I learned how to love me. I did it before. I learned how to love all of me and accept my flaws and embrace the good and just the bad as well. And I vowed to myself never to go back to 333 pounds. And that's a promise that I will keep to myself. Never to go back. Not for no man, not for anyone. And in the last 4 months, I did meet someone, and he's very supportive. And even though I'm mad at him right now because he pissed me off, but aside from that, he's very supportive. And something I tell him all the time is like, listen, if you leave, maybe I'll be sad about it, but I refuse to ever let a man control my emotions for me to go back to 333 pounds. Never. Ever. I don't care who it is. I will not. So I will end this video by just saying thank you to all my followers, anyone who's sent me even a message just saying, hey, good job. Like, that means a lot to me. And I always reply, always, to anyone who messages me about weight loss or whatever. I write back. So I just want to end it with, when you set your mind to something, you can do it. It's not going to be easy. You have to put in the work, but it can be done. No one should have an excuse, oh, I can't lose weight and this, that, and the third. No one. Whether you want to do it with gastric surgery, whether you want to do it the natural way, there is no excuse. It's just about having the mentality and taking that very first step. And I did, and here I am a year later. So I will keep updating videos. Obviously, I can't do it monthly, but subscribe, share, comment, give me suggestions. And my next goal is, which this is kind of pushing it, but the next goal is, right now I'm at 233. I would like to be closer to 210, 205, maybe even 190 by December 31st. And that's when I'll be uploading my next video, because I do it every 3 months. So it's a little big to dream big, but hey, I never thought I could lose more than 5 pounds in my life. And here I am, lost 100 pounds in 1 year. So just gotta believe in yourself. Alright guys, bye.